saw a post on Facebook today about some local animal control saying that people have been emailing in asking the legality of owning a wolf dog. And I say that in quotes because while this is a Czechoslovakian Vlčák, which Vlčák in Czech means wolf dog, they were developed by crossing German Shepherds with Carpathian wolves like back in the 50s or so. And this is a breed I've actually been highly interested in and researching since I was like probably 16 or 17 years old. That said, the average person does not need one of these dogs. If you want a dog that looks like a wolf dog, there are options out there for you, and it is not a Czechoslovakian Vlčák. So these dogs are kind of more like owning a Malinois or a Dutch Shepherd. They are very high energy. They need a job. And this is part of the reason I don't have one right now. I've actually would love to have one someday, but just with our current life situation, it's just not in the cards. The limit for me is basically something that's cattle dog level, or apparently a kasha level. Anyway, but if you want one of these dogs, and there are amazing dogs, but basically if you had a point that you feel like you could handle like a Malinois or a Dutch Shepherd. So I'd recommend, if you actually truly are interested in one of these breeds, A, do a lot of research, B, find the local breed club and see if you can talk to breeders and go meet the dogs. So there are breeders that will happily come see like, local events and stuff. And you can actually meet the dogs in person and see, is this a good breed for my family? Are you having fun over there? I'm just trying to do something, Talon. Trying to have a moment here. Anyway, as I was saying, so definitely just heavily look into these dogs, make sure it is something that would be a good fit for you, and if it's not, and you're like, but I could handle like a German Shepherd, I could handle like a Husky, then you might want to look into Tamascan dogs, you might want to look into Inuit dogs. These are dogs that were bred from no wolf like DNA, at least like, in modern times. Obviously all dogs descended from wolves, but these are dogs that were bred from like, Huskies and German Shepherds and Malamutes and stuff that if you feel you're like, I can handle that, then these might be something to consider. But if you're like, I can't handle a Malinois or anything that's like, a little more intense like that, well, then Czechoslovakian Vlčáks are not for you. Sour loose wolf dogs are not for you. Wolf hybrids are not for you. And that is fine. There are options. Heck, there's plenty of Huskies that look a little bit wolf-like, go ahead and look into those. But just make sure it's a breed that actually like would fit for you and your family instead of just running out and getting something. Please and thank you.